This is the Ottawa Senators Outlook. Here is your host, Jack Henry.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Ottawa Senators Outlook. I'm your host, Jack. This is my catch-up episode for the Avalanche and the Senators games. But before we get to that, Michael Anlauer likes to address his good news on a Friday, even though today's a Saturday, coming out yesterday. Shane Pinto signs a one-year contract with the Ottawa Senators. He signs it at league minimum $775,000. And this is a pretty decent contract, I would say, because we thought he would sign something closer to his, qualifying offer, which was like around $875K or something like that. We get him at league minimum, which also means he's eligible to play in the lineup tomorrow against the Philadelphia Flyers as we play the Winnipeg Jets later today, which is our 41st game, as Shane Pinto's coming off his 41-game suspension. So he'll be eligible to come back in the lineup tomorrow, which means someone like Mark Chartier or Mark Kaslick, or maybe even Zach McEwen, will go to the AHL. I would assume it would be Mark Chartier, just because you would have Tim Stützle, Josh Norris, Ridley Gregg, and Shane Pinto down the middle. Or you put Ridley Gregg on the wing. But regardless, that's what I would see. I wouldn't be surprised if either Kaslick or McEwen were to go down, but we'll see what the coaching staff has to go with that. So let's get to the games earlier in the week. We played the Colorado Avalanche on Tuesday. We lost the game 7-4. And after the first period, it was tied 1-1. And then we have a 4-3 lead in the second period. And then guess what happens? We choke the game away. We lose 7-4. We actually gave up 5 unanswered goals, which is even worse than what we saw. We saw 4 unanswered against Columbus. We saw it when Martin took over at the beginning. And then here we are with 5, so it got even worse. So for Ottawa, the goals were scored by Drake Batherson, Jake Sanderson. Ridley Gregg had 2 goals, so he showed up in this one. For Colorado, Jason Poland had a goal, Logan O'Connor had a goal, Mikko Rantanen had 2 goals, Miles Wood had a goal, Sam Malinsky had a goal, and then Devon Toews had an empty netter. Justice Inuin was in goal for the Colorado Avalanche. He stopped 36 of 40 for a .9 save percentage. And Matt Sogard made his season debut tonight, or that game against the Ottawa Senators, and he stopped 27 of 33. So, unfortunately, we came away with a brutal loss, in my opinion. We had the lead for almost most of the game, but as usual, we just can't hold on to them. So let's go to the game that was on Thursday, and that was against the Montreal Canadiens. We won that game 6-2. After the first period, we were up 2-1, 4-1 after the second, and then 6-2 as we scored 2 goals to Montreal's 1 in the third and the first. So 2 goals in each period, that's pretty good, if I'm going to be honest with you. The goals for Montreal were scored by Michael Pezzetta and Cole Caulfield. And for the Ottawa Senators, Matthew Joseph had a goal, Tim Stützle, Tarasenko, Parker Kelly had a goal, Mark Chartier and Brady Tkachuk had a goal as well. Corpusalo was in net. He had over a .900 save percentage finally, stopping 21 of 23. And in net for the Montreal Canadiens was Caden Primo, who stopped 31 of 36 for an .861 save percentage. So, obviously, Ottawa peppered Montreal in shots with that one. They just had control of the game right from the opening faceoff. So, that's the kind of effort you'd like to see from the Ottawa Senators. I think when Shane Pinto gets back in the lineup, it's not going to be a game changer, but he will definitely help out. So, again, I'm happy with where the Ottawa Senators were in that game. If they can keep this effort up over the next few games, then, I mean, listen, you got to be pleased. Because, listen, we're not going to make the playoffs. I feel like it's out of reach now. We're nearing the end of January. But if you could just see this effort go on for a good amount of time, then as a fan, you got to be pleased. So, we'll see what happens. We have a game against the Winnipeg Jets later today. I will have a preview and prediction video coming out later. Comment down below your thoughts on these 2 games and what you think about the Shane Pinto contract. For me, it was a pretty good contract. Nothing big, obviously. League minimum on a 1-year deal. And then they'll relook a new contract in the summer. So again, this is Jack with the Ottawa Senators Outlook, and go Sens go.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the Ottawa Senators Outlook. For more of this podcast, click on the videos on the left, and subscribe by clicking on the icon on the right. Thank you.